Right now, we'd like to invite our very first speaker. He is Poyan Rajamand from Barghest Building Performance Private Limited. Poyan, over to you.
Hi there, I'm Poyan Rajamand, CEO and co-founder of Barghest Building Performance and BBP. And what we talk about is air conditioning systems. And I can guarantee that there are hundreds of people, maybe thousands around the world looking at this, but the absolute majority of people sit in an air-conditioned space. It has become so normal that we don't realize it, and we don't realize how much energy it consumes. The fact is that more than half of energy in any commercial real estate, in your offices, malls, hotels, hospitals, etc., goes to cool down the space. And it's a major user of energy in the industrial space too. So if it is such a large portion of energy, what can we do about it? What BBP does is adds a layer of intelligence to existing systems. It's a software hardware package that we can retrofit to any existing air conditioning systems, which takes sensor data and transform it into precise controls of existing equipment in order to operate them with up to 40% less energy consumption. And while doing that, we generate data. The data we generate, amongst others, shows us exactly how much energy we have saved. And as such, we can quantify the amount of energy. Because of that, we can offer our solution without any upfront cost to our customers, taking a portion of savings as payment. And again, we have an independent third party to verify the amount of savings. So our customers do not need to commit to any CapEx investment, no OpEx investment, but just pay us a portion of the savings that they do. But what do we do with all that data that we gather? We have been working with CapitaLand and IMDA on driving edge-enabled analytics around 4 pain points. One was anomaly detection. Now with our algorithms can look automatically at historical data, compare it with how your plant is functioning right now, and detect whether there are small deviations on how it should be operating. The second one is a fault detection. If our anomaly detection detects something, our pattern recognition algorithm can automatically identify the source of the error. The third one is false alarm suppression, meaning if there is an error, our algorithms look through the data to know, is this a true error, or is there a change that is created a false alarm? And lastly, an equipment lifecycle analysis, meaning we look at existing equipment and can detect slow deterioration of the performance in order to detect maintenance issues. This is all built on a cloud-based platform where we can take data from all different sources. It is built on a high-performance GPU-accelerated platform with Kinetica. And again, we can offer it without any upfront cost in most cases to our customers. Now, when it comes also, that's for maintenance side, what we do for the energy efficiency side is our platform automatically looks for improvement opportunity. Effectively, the algorithms right now look at the historical set points across this number of parameters, both internal and external. It creates insights and throws out new rules that are, if in case more energy efficiency can be improved. And by doing that, we can push our customers towards more and more energy saving over time. Now, we are right now the largest company doing this regionally. We are serving customers across retail space, office space, hospitality, and industrial space. We have presence in 10 countries across APAC, in Southeast Asia, India, China, Korea, etc. And we have raised about $45 million from KKR's Impact Fund that allows us to invest in continuous development of analytics, as well as being a partner for large, sophisticated customers like the one in this conference. So thank you so much, and feel free to contact us and come and visit our booth if you want to discuss more about our product.
Thank you very much, Poyan. Once again, everybody, that was Poyan Rajamand from Barghest Building Performance Private Limited. Next, we have from Singapore Polytechnic, Jeane Cheng.
Highly corrosive concentrated acids that fume and are non-selective. Non-selective meaning that it's not targeted towards extracting silver. So you end up with a very complex mixture of all sorts of matters that's difficult to separate afterwards. And lastly, there's also highly toxic cyanide baths, which compromise safety and require costly wastewater treatment before it can be discharged. So to address these problems, we have developed a leaching formulation for extracting silver from solid waste that is free of cyanide and strong acids, hence making it non-fuming. This formulation works at mild temperatures ranging from room temperature to 40 degrees Celsius to actually extract over 97% of silver present on waste materials, up to 10 or even 15 grams per liter silver per liter of the bath. So our formulation is selective, or in other words, targeted towards extracting silver, with silver forming at least 85% of all the matters being extracted. On top of that, the components in our formulation can be easily adjusted to suit different types of samples and also performance requirements. High recovery of high purity silver from the bath can be accomplished using conventional methods such as precipitation and reduction. So basically, with our formulation, silver recycling from waste becomes a mild and safe process of simply immersing to extract silver and later precipitating to obtain silver pellets with purity as high as 99%. Comparing our technology to conventional technologies such as concentrated acids and cyanide mentioned earlier, our formulation has the advantages of being fast, it has a high extraction rate, it is selective or targeted towards silver extraction, and it is also relatively safe and easy to handle due to its low level of hazard. So this translates to a high performance silver extraction method that is more user and environmentally friendly and meets the need for any costly wastewater treatment. Our formulation can be directly employed in existing operation line for extraction of silver from the ever-increasing electronic waste and also industrial waste such as solar panels, X-ray films, and silver catalysts. At this stage, the team has actually completed the developmental work and lab validation, and we are seeking industry partners to actually test bid the formulation. We are open to license the technology to interested partners. So if you'd like to find out more, please feel free to contact any one of us or through the TechInnovation platform. Lastly, just acknowledgement of our funding agency, and thank you all for the attention.
Frank, you are muted. Frank, you are muted. Frank.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So once again, sorry. My name is Frank. I'm from Crystal Clear Environmental. Today, I'm going to share with you a controlled photocatalytic advanced oxidation process technology by our company. Now, who is Crystal Clear Environmental? We started off as a water treatment engineering company, right? So just to give you a few examples, if you were to look at the pictures, we specialize in wastewater treatment and water purification. So basically in a modular and various form of water treatment systems, right? Slowly, we began to evolve into a water tech company in the late 2017, focusing on cloud IoT monitoring and control, right? And secondly, the photocatalytic ALP process, of which we are going to share with you today. Now, the problem that we are addressing, if you can look at my screen on the top, right side of the screen, you give you an example of what we call a phenolic compound, which is gallic acid, and a heterocyclic compound. So commonly we call them complex organic compounds. Our solution actually tackles this type of wastewater in high concentration, and prominently these are from petrochemical wastewater. Conventional methods that actually we are competing against will be through incineration. Incineration, as we know, is energy intensive to burn water, but of course it's carbon heavy emission, and of course it's not the most economical solution. So the exact people or companies that we're addressing for will be petrochemical firms. They have their economic concerns to actually do the right thing, to do proper waste disposal, but economic concerns, such as in Singapore, is actually quite high. Now, the second one that we are actually addressing will be incinerators and wastewater management plants. Their concern will be environmental impact and plant capacity concerns. Now, if they were to use our technology, the overall capacity increases because they use or they burn less water through our technology. So hence, indirectly, or I would say directly, increase their business by enabling them to actually burn more water using the current capacity. Now, just to give you a few examples, what are the other in the market AOP solutions, I would say. So wet air oxidation is one type of AOP technology. Basically, as the name implies, it uses very high temperatures, maybe up to 300 degrees and up to 100 times the normal atmospheric pressure, using an oxygen catalyst to actually try to oxidize everything in the wastewater. So as you can see, the advantage is you can handle very high level of pollutants, but then there's a problem of, very expensive in the OPEX. Next one will be Fenton's reaction. Advantage of this is very available, common in the market, but however, it's very dirty as it uses iron and rust. Our solution is actually much more elegant. We call ourselves a photocatalytic AOP technology, but it works in tandem with our IoT technology. So in this way, we are able to control the oxidation. So if you were to look at my picture, we are able to force chemicals actually into solid waste. From there, we actually remove it, not by oxidizing it to nothing, but actually remove it as a solid waste, right? So our technology does not use any dangerous or costly chemicals such as peroxide or ozone, and is definitely the most cheapest AOP technology around. Now, the value that we are creating, in short, is most of these petrochemical companies can save up to 300% of their waste disposal fee using our technology, right? Incinerator plants now will be able to reduce carbon footprint, and there are always potential alternatives to actually use this sludge that we recovered. Now, ways to collaborate is we are looking more for beachhead and early market adopters, as we are in a stage of actually having pilot plants already. So Crystal Clear would like to find more beachhead opportunities for our new technology, partners to work hand in hand with other potential areas such as pharmaceutical or even textile. And lastly, we'll be interested to actually collaborate on this technology or use other pollutants or sludge repurposes. Right, thank you so much.
I think before I jump into our product, let me give you a brief run through on state-of-the-art solution. So there are many types of robotic gripper in the market. We can simply categorize them as rigid grippers and soft grippers. So rigid grippers are grippers that you will normally see. They are made using hard linkages from metal alloys. They are very fast, accurate, and give high force output. But because of that, they may not be suitable to handle delicate items such as food or items with irregular shapes and sizes. And because of their high force output, the user will also have to create a complex compliant control to use these items so that they do not damage the products. On the other hand, we have soft grippers. Soft grippers are basically made using entirely of rubber materials or elastomers of specific design. These grippers, because they are soft and they are compliant, they are very good for handling food items or delicate items. But the limitations with soft grippers in the market is that they comes with prefixed gripper base and mounting design. So let's say if you need to handle a small item such as a grape or blueberries, and if you need to handle a larger item such as a melon at the same time, so you will have to manually adjust and assemble and disassemble the gripper hardware and then reconfigure it. So there's a lot of manual downtime involved when using this kind of grippers. And also because they are strictly hardware material, they lack sensing capabilities that they can feedback to the user. So our team has come up with, So our team has come up with a reconfigurable hybrid gripper solution. So it has soft fingers for compliant grasping mechanism, but it also has adjustable base so that the user can auto reconfigure the gripper with a touch of the button. And we have also tested it with a feedback system from vision and force sensing to best get the optimal grasping configuration for any items that we are grasping. So let's give you a brief run through. Here is our gripper mounted on an industrial robotic arm, and it's tasked to pick and place food items to pack into different trays. And using the vision, the object detected, the gripper will adjust itself to get the best finger positions to effectively pick these items without dropping them and into the trays. So we have tested, our preliminary testing has shown that the gripper currently spends about 18 seconds to pack one tray with these menu items of like potatoes, sausages, broccoli, and omelette. Yeah. So this is of course, with the feedback of vision systems. And we have recorded about 85% success rate in packing these items with minimal food damage. And in addition, the gripper is able to successfully handle delicate items such as tofu, pudding, fruits, and tarts without damaging or crushing these food items. So the potential application is that because of the small workspace and the versatile grasping configurations, this gripper can potentially be used in agriculture, particularly more for urban farming projects. It can also be used in sorting and picking in F&B industrial lines. We can also implement this gripper as service robots in hospitals, and it can also be used in advanced manufacturing industries for handling delicate items such as glassware. So our potential collaborators are F&B industries, manufacturing industries, e-commerce, and universities or research institutes. We hope to further collaborate with potential industrial partners so that we can design and further improve our closed-loop software systems. We can further improve our AI systems to deliver customized grasping solutions to our partners. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, May, for that presentation. Our final presenter for this segment is Seng from Arete Private Limited.
Good afternoon. I'm Seng from Arete. I would like to present to you on how private cellular mobile solutions can empower unmanned platforms like drones and Industry 4.0 applications. We are a Singaporean company with business licenses, which allows us to deploy telecom infrastructure and operate private mobile networks. We are also on track to be an MVNO with a local telco. As an Infocom solution platform provider, we use private LTE and 5G network solutions with our dedicated spectrum for mission and business critical applications, such as control and command of unmanned platforms, including drones, USV, UGV, etc., as well as high accuracy positioning and timing required of Industry 4.0 operations. Our solution provides guaranteed low latency, high reliability, and total cybersecurity isolation and protection. We are also first in the world to carry LTE 5G signals in TV white space channels for expanded spectrum options. We have an experienced management team in Dr. Tang, who was a CEO of a listed company in Singapore, and Mr. Goh, who was the Deputy Commissioner of Singapore Police Force. Our company wants to address some critical unfulfilled market needs. Lessons learned from the Little India riot in Singapore shows that emergency and critical situations need dedicated communications for first responders. Public as well as land mobile radios are insufficient and they are jammed during these situations. Unmanned platforms such as drones are getting popular. However, studies show that without reliable live video and control communications, they are hard to remote pilot and vulnerable to crashes. Most Industry 4.0 applications require flexibility in configuration, precise timings, low latencies, and involve moving assets. Wired technologies like LAN, as well as current wireless technologies like Wi-Fi and public mobile, are either messy, expensive, or ineffective for a wider range of applications. Private mobile network provide one wireless network that cater for all use scenarios such as voice, text, image, video, and data. Our private cellular network is standards-based, leveraging on the economical LTE 5G ecosystem for cost effectiveness. It will not be complicated like a full telco infrastructure. Deployment and operation can be simple and scaled down to serve enterprises within their own premises, with advantages such as targeted coverage, better performance, better protection and control, compared even to the public telco networks. Private mobile solution is a new blue ocean in the telco industry with huge total addressable market of $5 trillion. Arete M provides end-to-end solutions to realize private mobile networks for our enterprise customers, augmented by our own patented technologies. We have successfully deployed our network to control drones in dense urban environment in Singapore, with several other drone deployments in the pipeline. We have also successfully worked with government agency to control USV. USV is unmanned boat, and exploring with partners for other use scenarios. Our solution has enabled trunking press-to-video instantaneous live video communications for critical coordinations in shipyards. Our strategy now is to build first-mover innovations and references in Singapore and move on with our platforms to the region. We are now raising Series B funding for 2021 for expanded innovation and product offering, regionalization, and acquisition of more spectrum resources. We are seeking investors and partners for this effort. Thank you very much for your attention.